Welcome back once again to Recovery Coast to Coast. Nice to have you with us. We are over in Bellevue, Washington. It is the scene of the 13th Annual Far West Music Conference, and we've got about 190, can you believe that? 190 musicians from all over the West Coast, all over the country for that matter, who come together to network, to share, to sing, to be heard, and to talk. And we're talking with John Stevens in this particular segment. John is a guy who lives down in Oregon. He's a singer-songwriter. He's got a CD out called God, You're So Beautiful. He's going to grace us with a song from the CD we'll play at the end of the interview. Welcome to the program, John.
Thank you very much.
John, let's begin and get right to the point. You have suffered from depression.
Correct.
When did that start?
Well, I think inferiority started when I was a kid because I had a real bad stutter, and well, I would open my mouth to say something and nothing would come out. And I had that problem on and off until I was probably 40, 50 years old.
Really?
Yeah, and so it kind of made my self-image hurt, But what really brought on the worst depression was when I had some serious back injuries. It happened, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 times. Pain was excruciating, and it's like when I'd have an injury, I'd be on the floor like for 6 weeks. And so I thought my life was over, basically.
Did you ever consider suicide?
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah. I grew up, with Christian principles.
I went to a Catholic school.
That.
We had
Okay.
Christian principles still, as a matter of fact, but that's another story.
I thought about that quite a bit when I was in a lot of pain. Yeah.
What was the turnaround for you?
Another problem I had was unforgiveness and carrying grudges and stuff. And what turned around me from that was when I realized that I was hurting my own family with my grudges. And so when I realized that, then I figured, I got to do something. I got to change. And my wife was very intolerant of depression, which actually was a good thing. She would, she didn't want to hear it. And I figured, well, I gotta do something different. I gotta think different.
What role did music play in your recovery from depression?
Well, this song was kind of a pivot point. I decided, rather than using my energies, emotional energies, in a negative way, that I need to turn it around. And so that's why I wrote the song. And it was basically written, first of all, to me. When everything looks hopeless, rather than giving up, I need to look up and I need to reach out for help.
Absolutely. The CD is called God, You're So Beautiful. John E. Stevens, we're going to listen to this right now. I thank you for sharing about your depression, because sometimes it's difficult for people to open up about that.
Yeah, it's a big problem.
And there's a lot of stigma around it.
Yes.
And the important thing is that you do find recovery. You find your own path to recovery, and you certainly have found yours. John F. Stevens, God, You're So Beautiful is the CD, and the song is Look Up, Reach Out.
Thank you very much.
Depression fills the night. I'm going down, out of control. Will I see another day? Then a voice breaks through. I'm calling you. You'll find me when you pray. Look up, reach out. It only takes a grain of faith to break the greatest doubt. Look up. Dark shadows wait, cover me. Well, I'm going down. The cold dark grave is calling. I see no one around. Should I try one last time? Do I matter? Should I care? But there's a voice inside my head just saying earnest prayer. Look up, reach out. It only takes a grain of faith to break the greatest doubt. Look up, reach out. Nothing left to hold you. Before you give up, reach out. As I make my last few words, a warm light fills my chest. I feel change, a quiet rest. God has won the grand contest. Look up, reach out. Only takes great faith to break the greatest doubt. Look up, reach out. Nothing left to hold you. Before you give up, reach out.
I'm Neil Scott, the program Recovery Coast to Coast. Short time out. We will be back with more right after this.